Eh. So, I guess you can't play a video before making a YouTube video. You gotta edit. I don't know how to edit, so I'll do that later. But can't really see all of my face. We're getting there. Okay. Guess I'm gonna hold it. No, I'm not gonna hold it. Let's see. Aha. Hi, how you doing? My name's Joe. Coming at you live from the basement. And this is my technically second YouTube video, but the first one didn't upload. Hopefully I can figure out how to upload this one. I am trying to start making some YouTube videos about my life. Well, first about the life around me, about what's going on in the world, and about my struggles, the world's struggles, and actually a lot of different stuff. So first off, I explained why I'm doing this. I am I'm at a point in my life. Today is July the 24th, I think, 2020, so middle of coronavirus and the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's a pretty crazy time. A pretty new time for people of my age, especially. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of chaos, and I've been meaning to make these videos, and I thought, why not start now? I have a lot to say. I think that I have a lot of knowledge, but I've been keeping it in my head, and I'd like to share it to the world now. And I'd like to help make change. I'd like to not necessarily make a change, but I'd like to speak out, especially during this time, which is so chaotic, and, try to help, try to make a change. I struggle with anxiety, and for me to come on and do this, it's scary to me, and leading up to this, I get a lot of anxiety, and I have a lot of irrational thoughts, and I've had a lot of things go on in my life, and so it's hard for me to share it, but I think that I should. What's next? So as I mentioned, I've been thinking about starting this for a while, but I want to start it now during the chaos of racial injustice that is in the world, the Black Lives Matter movement, and about 2 weeks ago, after the protest started, I thought to myself I should get myself out there and go. So I went to one down in Philadelphia, and we marched on the Art Museum steps and towards City Hall, and it was great. I mean, mean, it for what's going on, I shouldn't say it's great, but it was good for me to get out there and see what's people are really passionate about, and to link that to what I'm passionate about, and to see firsthand like people talking about their struggles and yelling and giving their signs, and to be a part of the problem and hopefully one day the solution. You know, along with that, there's a lot of fear, hurt, and retaliation. There's with these protests, there's a lot of looting and a lot of hate. What happened to George Floyd was terrible, and the retaliation to that is also not good. I mean, the tearing down of business, breaking windows of businesses, and there's a Starbucks that burned down in Philly when I went there. The Wendy's that was burnt down in was that in Illinois? I don't know. And to add to that, the pandemic that we're going through right now, kind of a double whammy of craziness, and again, there's fear, there's ongoing change, there's uncertainty, and there is a lot to say about that. I mean, there's a lot of negative things going on, but I think that this is a time that we can look back on and say that a lot of good came from this. Change started to happen in a positive way. Things that we wanted to happen started during this crazy time. I think also the fact that this is all happening. Wow, I'm already at 7 minutes. I wasn't expecting more than 5, but I'm going. Yeah. So the fact that these two crazy events are happening in America, but all over the world, at the same time, where was I going with this? I think that because of the coronavirus and being what it is, and the normal things that we have in our lives are not going on, like sports, like being able to go to friends' houses and be social, the way that we're used to, go to large gatherings. Because that's all happening and we can't do that, it's taken away a lot of things that occupy us. And what has replaced that is this movement. I think that if the coronavirus was not happening during this Black Lives Matter movement, specifically the time period that we're in with the killing of George Floyd and all that, if that was not happening during the coronavirus, then there would not be as much focus on it. There would not be as much hype, and there would not be, there would be other things distracting us. And so I think that there's good from that and there's bad from that. I saw something yesterday where a black man was being interviewed, I think on the news, saying that this has been a long time coming for social justice, racial justice, and so that this time period is kind of like the time to finally, put all our energy into this movement because we have the time to do it during the pandemic. I mean, there's not much else going on. And so I think it's a blessing and a curse. You know, there's good and bad to it. And so that sort of is what I'd like to start to talk about in my videos. I'd like to continue to make videos here on YouTube and talk about a lot of things. I've been, you know, talking about the BLM movement, talking about coronavirus, talking about me and my life and where I fit in the world and the world around me. And I've also got a, you know, I'd like to keep it light at times. I'd like to probably show you my poor guitar skills, and I'd like to do a bunch of different things. But I'm done keeping it in my head. I think that I have good to give. I mean, even just to one person. And so I'm going to share these videos and I'm going to create as much as I can in order to help at least one person. And like many other people are doing, I mean, I think we should all do this. We're being, there's a lot of words going around social media saying, you know, silence is injustice and things of that nature. I think there's truth to that. I mean, it's nice to help people and to reach out, and even random acts of kindness and helping people is good for them and for you. 12 minutes. Wow. Lastly, I think I would like to just say that my purpose in making this video and my purpose is love. I think that the purpose of life is love. There's many ways to look at life, obviously, and I think that, you know, it's doesn't seem like it's always about love, but I think that when it comes down to it, when it comes down to me, I'm trying to serve love and give love and understand love, and then share what I understand to the world. That's all I got. Have a great day.